Do you know Brody Smith? How's he travelling?
Yeah, he's travelling along fine. I saw him today and saw him yesterday, so he's tracking along well, and he'll go through all the protocol he has to now and later on in the week to hopefully get himself up.
How was he after the game?
Yeah, no, he was fine. We came down the race and he was there to welcome us. Obviously, as we went down the room, so no, he seemed fine. He flew back that night with the boys.
Unfortunately, Tom, about concussions, what are the good and bad signs?
I'm not really too sure, but I think he says he's tracking along fine, and he'll go through the protocol later on in the week, and we'll go from there.
But what are when you have a concussion, what are some of the bad signs?
It's a mixture for different people, but they've got protocols in place both at the club and through the AFL especially, and he'll go through that and hopefully he can get up.
He's obviously super important. He's obviously going to be handy if he can coming off that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's a super important player for us, and he had an outstanding game on the weekend, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that he'll be able to get up. But it's just the way it goes in a contact sport.
Just generally speaking, are things clicking quicker for you guys than you thought they might?
I'm not sure if we thought they might. We certainly had a really good pre-season and developed a lot of trust, and we've worked really hard. So we certainly believe that we can get the job done, and we've got off to a good start. But that's all it is, a start at the minute. So we're looking to keep improving, and got another tough challenge at home this week.
Is there anything that comes to mind as to why you've been able to play such good footy early?
Just the trust in one another. As I said, we've worked extremely hard and we've put it into practice over the summer. So we're certainly working for one another, and we've been able to put it together for 2 games, but it's only 2 games, and it's a long season. So we'll come out here again this week and hopefully put in another good performance.
You have your hot favourites, obviously against Melbourne on Saturday at home. How important is it not to take this game lightly? Did you learn a lesson? Obviously Melbourne beat you here last year in similar circumstances.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're really looking forward to getting back and playing in front of our fans, and as you said, there's no real easy game in the AFL these days. They're all really tough, and as we found out last year, they came over ready to play, and we weren't ready to play. So it's that fine line, and we'll have to be ready to go, put in another good performance.
So does that act as a sort of flashing light?
No, I don't think so. We're a different team to what we were last year. So we'll prepare well and rest and recover now, and we'll get going later in the week, and we'll be ready to go.
I guess it's a warning though that if you're not on.
Oh yeah, and I think every team knows that. Yeah, every team in the AFL is well aware that if you're not on, you can get beaten, and yeah.
How do you rate that a really good win?
Yeah.
Obviously first up, and they were travelling beautifully against GWS at half time, then fell in the hole.
Yeah, well, I saw them obviously round 1, and saw that they're a really good football team. So they've improved, and I didn't get to see the game on the weekend. We were playing at the same time, so I'll have a look at that and look at their players later on in the week.
Tom, you said you're a different team to last year. Is Hawke's game plan easier to play to or understand, or is it all to do with that trust that you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I don't think it's any of that. I think we just it's a different game plan, and we're only 2 games in, as I said, and we're developing that trust with one another and working really hard. So there's good signs at the minute, but it's only early on in the year, and you can't really read too much into it. So we're going to go out there and compete every week, and it'll be no different this week.
What about ways you different ways you might approach games? You had 2 terrific starts to the opening 2 games, and like you just said, it'll be massive again this weekend. Have you sort of changed any way you approach games?
No, certainly not. You go out each game trying to obviously get off to a good start, and there's certainly a lot of times where you don't, and that just happens, and people think, ask questions, why did you not get a good start, or you didn't finish well late, or those sort of questions. But I think we've got a really good balance at the minute, and it's always nice to get off to a good start, and we'll be looking to do the same again this week. But we're going in really prepared from what we've done during the week and in the lead up to the game. So we've got great trust in everyone that will get us ready to go.
If Brody does miss, I guess the good news is there's quite a few putting their hands up to take the spot.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure of all that, but as you said, there's some pressure for spots. Some boys played really well on the weekend in the state league side, and I think that's a really good sign for us early, and we're we've got some blokes in the park and also a few boys coming back soon from injury. So yeah, it's good signs.
Tommy, Patrick Dangerfield's obviously been under a bit of, I guess, scrutiny with his contract. As a teammate, how proud or happy have you been with the way he's actually gone about his footy, because he certainly hasn't missed a beat? Yeah,
certainly. I mean, that's out of control and all that other stuff, but you know, Pat's got off to a great start to the year, and yeah, I'm a very close mate of his, so you know, just seeing him just focus on his footy, and that is just, I mean, it's easy to see and easy to watch. So you know, he's a great leader at our club, and he'll continue to do so. So yeah, we've got great trust in him that he'll get the job done.
So as a teammate, have you been proud of the way he's gone about it? Because it could be easy for him to get sidetracked. And I guess Walshy, that's all it's demanding, isn't it? That he actually plays at 100%.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, and we expect that of everyone. So, I mean, he's got some, I don't even know if they're distractions or anything like that, but that's just what goes on in a footballer's life. So he's focused on footy like everyone else is, and you know, he's getting the job done at the minute, and we expect that from him again this week.
You said you're a close mate. I know it's hard to comment on, but
yeah,
any inkling of what he'll do?
No.
Just your forward line's working really well. How good is it to be a part of that? And just personally, what do you focus on going into each week that you need to get done?
Oh, yeah, we have a couple of focuses, which I probably won't say, but we have obviously from week to week a couple of different ones as well. But as you said, it's certainly good to be a part of it. You know, I've had a couple of rough seasons, so it's good to be out there and being a part of it. And we've got a couple of great leaders up there in Tex and Eddie who are fantastic in teaching us and getting us better. A couple of other young forwards, so they've been fantastic. And obviously with David Teague coming as well, he's been super. So we've obviously learned a lot off him, and yeah, gaining a lot of confidence at the minute. So
do you take more pride as a group, you know, the goals that you kick, or the way that you guys, you know, sort of trap the ball down there and make it hard for teams to run out?
Yeah, certainly we've got a few indicators and a few areas that we like to go into each game with, and there are a couple of ones where we're a real team-focused forward line. So, as I said earlier, we've only done it for 2 games, and we need to sustain that. So hopefully we can get it done for this week and the rest of the season.
Just Ponce obviously has a bit of a worrying back issue. Have you spoken to him, or do you know what the update on that is?
Yeah, I think he's getting assessed today, and yeah, I texted him last night. He said he was going okay. So yeah, he'll be assessed today by the doctors and physios, and we'll know later on today or tomorrow how he's going.
Sorry, Tom. How's he dealing with sort of being out of the 22? Because he's, you know, he's a premiership player. He's got so much experience. What's it tough for a guy?
Oh, he's been fantastic. You know, I've got not much else to say. He's just been super, and you know, helping everyone in the team get better, and he's got great character pods. So for someone like that who's able to keep teaching and helping younger guys and guys in those spots is just a true testament to the character of the man.
He's got a bit of a background in sort of teaching, coaching, and that sort of
yeah.
thing, hasn't he? So
yeah,
quite natural for him.
Yeah, he comes very natural to him. Yeah.
You touched on Tex, obviously dominated against North Melbourne. I mean, he was pretty good against Collingwood. Beyond his marking, his physical presence seems to have taken the next step. Have you noticed that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Tex, yeah, that's definitely one of his strengths. But you know, I've seen that for a long time now. It was just unfortunate, obviously, a couple of years ago with his injury, and he's been building on that, and it's something which Tex has always had, and I've seen it throughout the whole summer. And you certainly walk a lot taller with him by your side, and yeah, as I said, he's a great leader, and I'm certainly enjoying playing with him.
It must create for you and the other forwards, create a spring in your step too, knowing that he's going to crash packs, bring the ball to ground, that sort of thing. There's going to be a lot more chance for you guys. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, as I say, super player, and yeah, as I said, we do walk a lot taller with him in the side, and as you said, crashing packs, and it's just good to see, and hopefully we can help him out a bit.
Where's your game at, Tom? In terms of, obviously they were working on your technique and not ducking your head and things like that when you're going into tackles. Where's your head at in terms of what you're doing?
My game, or? Yeah. Oh, yeah, fine, I think. Yeah, just looking to keep improving and become a better footballer. So enjoying playing footy at the minute, and yeah, hopefully get another opportunity this week and keep building.